Hey there YouTube, this is the Bass Pro 96. This is my first video. I've had other accounts, but I just deleted them because I wouldn't do anything with them. But now I'm gonna, post videos and make things cool. We're just gonna start things off simple for my first video, just a regular how to rig a Texas rig type deal. But before you rig a Texas rig, you probably need to know, where to throw it. Texas rig is really just a simple bait you just use to, whether you want to cover water or you're fishing a deep brush pile or rock pile or something. Really, it's a all-purpose bait. You can throw it any time of the year. Pretty much throw any soft plastic bait that you want, Texas rig style. You can't really go wrong with it. When a Texas rig bait is actually rigged, this is what it looks like. Here's your tungsten sinker right here, right there. You see that? This one is pegged with a toothpick. Some people say don't use toothpicks because it frays your line. I use toothpicks because they're cheap and they work. I do have other things to peg with, these, but I think you need something to thread them with or something because I've never done any good on them at all. Now, let's start off with, from top to bottom, what you need to be throwing a Texas rig. When it comes to throwing, your rod and reel, most of the time you only need, 6'6" to 7-foot rod. Nothing real big unless, of course, you're flipping. Then, you may want a 7'6", but it's all due to opinion. I know whenever I throw a Texas rig, line size, I usually want at least 15. If I'm flipping a Texas rig, of course I'll go up to 20. I try to shy away from braid as much as I can because I just don't have very good luck with managing it, or it just creates a mess for me. When it comes to the lure that you can use for throwing a Texas rig, really, any soft plastic bait will work. This right here is a creature bait. It's a brush hog from Zoom in black and blue, or black sapphire, I think. Maybe black and blue, not too sure. Or, you can use a Zoom trick worm. I know I use these a lot. Trick worms are especially good for whenever they're just not biting good at all, and they got a real subtle action in them, and they're real slim, so they don't put up a lot of water displacement and vibration. So these are great baits for whenever you just need that real subtle action to get that finicky fish to bite. Now, when it comes to hooks, there's two different styles of hooks. There are your Gamakatsu, EWG wide gaps. This is a wide gap hook. Bass Pro makes them. Owner, most of all the major name brand stuff makes them. I like Bass Pros because they're cheap and they're really good hooks, in my opinion. Now, this is a Gamakatsu, just the offset, red. This is a lot thicker hook because it's made for flipping. That's one of the big differences that you'll find a heavy duty hook like the 3-time series from Gamakatsu, which that's made for, maybe you're at Lake Amistad and you're catching 8-pound fish every cast. But other than that, you don't really need a 3-times hook unless you're fishing like super heavy cover, like say you're down at Gunnersville and you're flipping mats. Other than that, you can really just stay with the regular hooks. Now you have these, which are your extra wide gap, which these are usually used for tubes and stuff, which we won't really cover that this tutorial. Now when it comes to weight sizes, really the only difference is you don't really want a 1/2 ounce unless you're throwing, 20 feet of water. Really, when you're just staying just normal, anywhere from 6 inches of water down to 10 feet, all you really need is, maybe you want it to get down there a little faster, I would use a 3/8 ounce. It's a tungsten weight, so it's a little bit smaller, a lot harder, a little bit easier on your line. But if you're just going, if you just want it to get there on a normal descent, just a 3/16 ounce weight will do. Now, when we're talking about rigging this thing, we're going to be rigging just a Zoom crawl June bug. Alright, what you want to do is, you want to take the point of your hook and insert it down. It all depends if you want it to cover up some of your line and your hook eye, but really, you just need it about to that end shank right there. So about right there. And then you want to come out the end to where you're about like that. Alrighty. And here, didn't really get that centered up there. Let's see. Right, like that. And then you bring it up, and you're gonna turn your hook to where it's facing your bait, and then I'm going to do something called text posing, which I'm going to mark where it needs to come in. I'm going to go straight through the body of that bait, and then I'm just going to barely put the point of the hook into the skin of the plastic right here. Alrighty, so you see that right there? Run your hook over it, but then whenever a fish comes to eat that baby, there's your hook. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make a Texas rig. If y'all have any questions or anything, just hit me up, message me. If you want me to make any other tutorials, just message me and I'll be happy to. Thanks, guys.